Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 2. Let's start our practice straight away. You can do the same thing as you did yesterday, just working with a nice blanket. Wrap that tightly around the low back and the low belly as we settle into our meditation. You can start with your hands connecting in front of the heart, tilting your head slightly forward, acknowledging the heart space, and set your intention for this practice. As you work with this program, it might be suitable to set an intention that has to do with grounding, stabilizing Vata. Whatever pops up to mind, feel it settling in. Letting that intention guide you on your mat. Good, now let's lower down our hands. You can join your thumb and your index finger, the other 3 fingers lightly touching, lightly extending. Turn your palms facing up, lengthening through the crown of the head. And at the same time, feel yourself rooting and grounding into your seat. Start to apply your Ujjayi breath. And you can gradually build up this breathing. Maybe at this point you begin to learn how to create this contraction at the throat. And you might explore to let the breath be a little more smooth, a little more even. See if you can establish that steady quality in our breath. Notice how we are establishing this laser focus, feeling both the body and the mind becoming more rooted, more connected. One more round of breathing. And now let's gently tilt our head forward. Open your eyes. As you're transitioning, stay with the breath. So also here, we're breathing Ujjayi from beginning to end. Come over onto your hands and knees. Make some space. And then take your hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Start with cat and cow, inhaling. Gently drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhaling. Breathing in, flowing with our breath, nice and slow. Exhale out. Inhaling and exhaling. Root down into your hands, breathing in, feel that steady connection, and exhale out, rounding your spine. You might start to go a little bit deeper, inhaling. And exhaling, rounding your spine. Great, now come to a neutral position. Let's take those knees slightly wider apart. Sit back, child's pose. You can work with a pillow here if you'd like. Just place it onto the low back. Again, that nice heavy weight. Notice how that affects your physical body, how that affects your mental space. And then stay here with the breath, breathing steadily and deeply. And now walk your hands over to the right side. Reach through the arms and breathe into the left side of your body. Lengthen the crown of the head towards your hands, and optional is to drop the forehead here as well, or if it feels better for you, just keep it lifted. One more deep breath in. With your exhale, now walk over towards the other side. Reaching again through those arms, breathing into the right side of your body. Nice, steady, conscious breaths here. Great, come back to center. Take that pillow to the side now. And let's slowly bring yourselves back up onto our hands and knees. Take your knees a little bit closer together now, hip width apart. And then you're gonna tuck your toes in and transition back onto your heels once more. Now we're gonna apply a little bit of pressure here. So you're pushing into your hands, shifting your hips back, and stretching out each and every toe, stretching out the soles of your feet. This is many times a part that is neglected, and the feet are so important to help nourish all the joints there. If you want to have a little deeper effect, and if that feels good for you, walk your hands a little bit closer in towards your body. Optional is to just fully sit here on the heels. Now, if this feels too strong, please keep your hands down onto the ground and just take a few breaths here. Practicing your ujjayi breathing, teaching yourself how to surrender and let go. Can we keep that calm breath, even though there might be a level of uncomfortability from this deeper stretch? Can we still just relax, surrender into the space? Great. Now from here, you're going to lower those hands down, walk them a little bit forward, let the tops of the feet come down, and just slap them a couple of times gently down towards the ground. Good. Releasing that stretch. And then you're going to tuck your toes in again, and this time lifting up into our downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog today, we will just walk a little bit on the spot. So I want you to bend one leg at a time, a little bit deeper. So you're just pressing one heel at a time, closer down towards the ground. And as you do this, make sure that you're still really connecting and rooting down into your hands. So you can feel each and every finger connecting, the base of the finger connecting down to the ground. Good. And now bend your knees a little deeper. Again, pressing into your hands. Feel that upward motion from your hands up to the tailbone, the downward motion along the back of the legs, down to your heel. One more inhale here. With your exhalation, drop your knees down. Let's sit back, child's pose. Slide your arms back this time. Lower your head. Optional is to use the pillow there again onto the low back. If this would feel too low for you, for your neck, then please take a blanket or just something to support underneath the back of the head so that you can really relax and settle in here. You might also take your knees a little wider if this is hurting your knees. Stay with the ujjayi breath. Take one more here. And then let's extend the arms forward. looking towards your hands, reaching through the fingers. Inhale. With your exhalation, let's lift up, rounding your spine, just like cow pose. Inhale here, shift forward. So you have one straight line from your knees to the crown. With your exhalation, keep those arms nice and strong. Elbows close into the ribs as we lower. Reach back a little more through the toes, lift the knees. Inhale, lift the chest very gently for baby cobra. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift up. So feel that you're reaching back through the legs, forward through the crown. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lifting ourselves up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes in. Slowly press yourself up and back. Downward facing dog. Arrive here again. Slightly bend the knees. Make sure that you keep that length through your spine up and back. From our downward facing dog, we will now gently walk forward. You can allow your palms to lift here. Maybe also the hands come all the way to the top. Keep your feet hip width apart. With your inhalation, lift halfway up, lengthen through the spine. Notice that I slightly bend my knees, butt back, chest forward. Exhale and now fold. Drop the head. Some of you might just keep your hands onto the legs or allow those hands to drop towards the ground. Keep that slight bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms down to the side. Lift up using your legs and keep your gaze grounded. Forward, slightly down. With your exhalation, lower your hands in front of the heart. So I want you to keep your gaze a little bit lower. This is also soothing and grounding for Vata. Hands in front of the heart. We're going to do some half sun salutations. Inhale, lift the arms up. You can keep some space in between your hands. Exhale here, join the hands, slightly bend the knees, and lower, nice and slow. With your in-breath, we're going to lift halfway up. Hands just below the knees, straight back, look slightly forward. With your exhalation, lower, fold once more, dropping your head here. With your in-breath, sweep the arms to the side. Again, just keep the gaze forward, slightly down, float the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. We're going to do that one more time. And I want you to feel, as we go through this flow, that you're really rooting down through your feet. Feel that steady connection to the earth. Spread the toes a little wider. So we press down, inhale, sweep the arms up. Use Ujjayi breath. Exhale, hands joining. Lower and fold. Press into those feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward and down, stretching out our spine. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side, looking forward, slightly down. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's go a little bit further now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, join the hands, folding forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, either hands onto the shins. They can also be to the ground, but slightly forward. Exhale, step back with the left foot far back. Stay on the fingertips here. Drop your knee gently to the ground. If you need a blanket there, place it under the knee. Untuck your toes. Float the arms up high. Coming into our Anjaneyasana. Again, make sure here that you have a steady foundation. Your foot is underneath your knee. Feel that you're rooting into that foot. You want to take the opportunity here, stretch out the psoas, stretch out the hip flexors, so shift your hips forward, but still feel that you have some steady foundation here. You lift a little bit from the base of your spine up, and we reach those arms up high. Inhale. Exhale. Lower those hands straight down. Root the palms into the ground, tuck the toes in, lift the knee. Nice and steady here. Press into your hands and gently step back, downward facing dog. Feel out your downward dog for a moment. Lengthen and reach up through the spine. Steady ujjayi breaths. Gaze softly back in between the feet. Now from here, press down the right foot, lift the left leg up. And as you lift, feel that you are activating your glutes, activating the buttocks on the left side. Take an in-breath here. With your exhalation, we're going to step forward with the left foot. Now, when you step forward, some of you might end up here. You can help yourself to bring that foot all the way through, or you can try to lift the left palm slightly to bring your left foot all the way through. If you're able to keep your palm down to the ground, step forward, great, do that. We're going to lower down the right knee now. Untuck the toes, lift up. Check the alignment there again. Foot underneath the knee. Find the balance of shifting forward but still lifting up through the base of your spine. Breathe nice and deep here. Let's take one more inhalation. With our exhalation, lower the hands down, palms rooting into the ground, tuck the toes in, lift the knee up. Now we're going to step forward. You can come onto the fingertips here, step that right foot next to the left. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up. Gaze low. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. Let's do the other side. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, slowly folding forward, pressing down to the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, could be lower or hands to the shins. This time, exhale, step back with the right foot far back. Lower the knee to the ground. Untuck the toes, sweep the arms up. This time, we will take one more inhale. And with our exhalation, just lower those hands all the way down. Feel that you're rooting into the palms. Lift the knee, step back, downward facing dog. Great, settle in here to your down dog. And now we will lift the right leg up. And back through the toes. Feel that you're activating the glutes. One more inhale, nice and strong. With your exhalation, step forward. So you're engaging your core, pulling the knee close into the chest. Come all the way through in between your hands. And drop the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Sweep the arms up. Gaze slightly down to the ground. Feel that you're rooting into that right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Tuck the toes in. Lift the knee. Step to the front. As we're here, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Folding forward and down. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side and up. Exhale, hands right in front of the heart space. Alright, so from here, we're going to practice some balancing poses. So let's root down into our right foot and open up the left knee to the side. So coming into a classic tree pose, you can stay here if you'd like, just the toe down to the ground, or you can place that foot onto the calf,
Or you can grab a hold of the ankle, lift that foot a little bit higher, and place it along the inner thigh. See if you can create that external rotation, knee pointing out to the side, and really spread the toes into the right foot. Hands in front of the heart, and also here in tree pose, we just want to keep the gaze a little bit lower. So see if you can find a point, look downwards towards the ground, and use your Ujjayi breath to keep that laser focus. Find some calm and ease here in tree pose. Feel that you're building up your base. Allow yourself to move around on that right foot. We don't have to be super stagnant, super still. We're using those little muscles to find the balance. One more inhale. Great. Now let's take that knee forward. Step slowly down into Tadasana. Shake out the right leg a little bit, the right ankle. And then see if you can open that leg up. Again, you can balance on your toes. Do this variation here, or foot to the calf, or you're going to grab a hold of the foot, place it along the inside of the thigh. Bring your hands in front of the heart space. Again, find that point. Breathing nice and deep. And in our tree pose, we're really building up the roots. Feeling as if little roots are growing from that foot down to the ground. When Vata is a little bit higher, sometimes this can be a little bit tricky, but again, just allow yourself to gradually build it up. Maybe you start with the toes down. Last breath here. And then take your knee forward and step gently down. Beautiful. Let's come back. Hands in front of the heart space. With our inhalation, we sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. This time, we're going to step back to a plank position. Hold plank pose, inhale. With your exhale, you're going to dip your knees down and continue to lower down your upper body, nice and slow. Reach back through the toes, inhale. See if you can maybe lift a little bit higher. Use the arm muscles a little more for cobra. With your exhalation, lower the chest down. Press back, come into child's pose. Take the knees a little bit wider apart if you'd like. Connect to the Ujjayi breath here. And just letting yourself go. Notice how you feel now at the end of this practice. Notice the effects on a physical plane, on a mental plane. Now we will slowly sit back up and allowing everything to settle in deeper now as we come into Shavasana. We're going to extend the legs forward. Again, take that nice blanket covering your body. Gently lower yourself down. Take a heavy pillow if you'd like onto the low belly. Relax your arms. Move your hips and shoulders a little bit so that you can really comfortably sink down. If you have some low back pain, it can also be very nice to keep a pillow underneath your knees so that you can root down the low back a little bit more. Now this is the first part of the practice where we let go of the Ujjayi breath. So allow the breathing to become more soft. Just a natural, gentle breath. And let yourself just enjoy and embrace all the effects.
to very gently move our hands and feet. Reaching the arms up overhead, finding some length through your body. Let's turn over to the side. And bring yourself up to seated. Join your hands together. Feeling some thankfulness for completing day 2 of our VATA Balancing program, and to the nourishing and grounding effects, we humbly bow down over the heart. Namaste. Wonderful, everyone, that you have completed day 2 of our practice. I hope that you enjoyed it, that you once more feel grounded and nourished, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3.